Hi, my name is Hamad Al-Naimi and I'm the Strategy Manager in Invest Qatar.
And what's your role in the summit?
Okay, so our role as Invest Qatar is we are coordinating and aggregating all the startup offering and all the startup support programs under one brand, Startup Qatar. So these are all the support programs offered by the country. They're all in one pavilion within a web summit, and we're speaking to startups about the potential opportunities that Qatar has to offer for them.
And what's the fundamental vision and mission?
Right. So our vision and mission is to attract sustainable investments into Qatar and diversify the Qatari economy away from hydrocarbons to have more industries in Qatar.
And how are you getting on that journey?
Right. So we've seen massive interest from people across different sectors trying to invest in Qatar. So you can think of manufacturing, logistics, financial services, and technology. Technology will double down on it because it's the theme of Web Summit where we are now. So in technology, we've seen a surge in interest from investors. We've received over 2,500 applications for companies that want to move their businesses in Qatar and relocate some of their operations. Aside from that, we've seen over 300 registrations last year in Web Summit from tech companies. This year, we expect the number to grow. And we'll continue to monitor that and improve our offerings to startups and tech firms.
And if I'm an investor or if I'm an entrepreneur and I'm considering Qatar, what is your message to me?
Right. The message is Qatar provides lots of opportunities in various sectors, different incentives that the government is providing, ranging from waiver of registration fees, licensing fees, investment programs into those startups and potential funding opportunities, as well as collaboration with other Qatari institutions. And in general, we look at startups that are coming to Qatar to invest as partners with us in our journey forward.
And what have been your key takeaways and reflections now here on day 3 of the summit?
Right. I think one main key takeaway is to try to manage the crowds. There's so much. There's so many people that are coming here. The interest is massive. People are applying online. People are talking to us. Our team is having a wonderful time. They're talking to all startups, discovering new ideas, and they're also discovering new industries that we potentially could be started in Qatar. And I think this is the exciting thing about Web Summit. It's a convergence of different people, different industries, different nationalities and backgrounds, and everyone is coming here to Qatar to share their experiences, but also to discover what Qatar has to offer.
And of course, we're seeing some incredible pioneering Qatari-based businesses now scaling fast. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. So there are many success stories with Qatari startups that have established their proof of concepts in Qatar. They've tested their solutions with the local market, and now they've reached a critical mass where they can scale their operations beyond Qatar. And Qatar also is supporting them through different programs. So we have an export program that QDB is doing, the Qatar Development Bank. Companies are being supported in exporting their products outside, but also in exporting their services. Aside from that, there are funds that are investing in Qatari businesses to scale them and grow beyond Qatar. There is also the Scale Now program that was launched by MCIT, the Ministry of Communications and Information Technology, and it essentially takes local Qatari startups that have done well in the Qatari market, and they scale them to be more competitive in a global landscape.
Of course, critical to all of this is talent.
Yes.
and skills. Tell us a little bit about how you've woven that into your strategy.
Right. So we are attracting talents to Qatar, but also we are exporting talents from Qatar, and we're producing a lot. So if you look at one of the prime examples is Education City within Qatar Foundation. There about 6 or 7 international universities, Ivy League schools from the United States and from other countries as well. They're all providing world-class education that has accelerated the throughput of talent in Qatar. And they're contributing to different sectors and different specializations. So that's more about talent.
And of course, you're very, very busy, but I have to ask you the question, what's next?
So what's next? We're trying to improve the investor journey. We're creating many different initiatives, especially within Invest Qatar. We have launched our Invest Qatar Gateway about 2 years ago, and we're continuing to improve it, which is basically a portal that helps foreign companies and local companies in finding their way in Qatar. How so? We're integrating tenders from the government tendering portal in there, so people can look at tenders that are available. They can explore events happening. They can look at publications that the government is putting out on new regulatory changes, reforms in the business landscape. In addition to that, we're adding more services. So you can now open a corporate bank account through our Invest Qatar Gateway with our partner banks. You can also, in the future, establish your business through our Invest Qatar Gateway with the different licensing platforms.
And a final message to someone watching this interview who's considering starting up or investing in Qatar.
I would recommend that they go to startupqatar.qa, our website, to look at the offerings that are there and to reach out to us directly from that website, and we'll make sure that we facilitate their requests and provide them with the right answers.
And of course, we're not just seeing interest from startups and investors, but from nations and governments elsewhere in the world too.
Right. So actually, there has been a massive interest, especially after the inaugural edition of Web Summit. So this year we have the first German SME pavilion in the region participating in a summit or a conference is within Web Summit Qatar. We've also seen interest from India. They have a pavilion here. Startup Portugal is also present here. Algeria, Morocco, and also other countries have taken interest in participating in Web Summit to showcase their startups and to explore the opportunities for their startups in the Qatari market, but also to discover the Qatari environment, the Qatari market, and also more broadly the Qatari culture and the tourism aspect of